concept of ownership and custodianship.
Okay.
You are the owner of the locker, but the custodian is the bank.
Okay.
Unless you have a dual key, the locker cannot be opened. It may be by a court order which they have to do. Even then they will have to locate the individual and bring his presence.
The point being?
The point being, there are bank lockers which have not been opened, so you as an individual have a right to your data being available, and sufficient controls can be built.
Chris Dev, the country's premier investigating agency, the CBI's website was hacked. There are cases where judgments are published in law journals even before they are pronounced in court. Mr. Radhakrishnan knows what I am talking about. Where's the question? And I also want to quote, there's a confidential paper titled Creating a Unique Identity Number for Every Resident in India. It was recently posted on WikiLeaks. And the leaked document admits that the UID database could be susceptible to attacks and leaks at various levels.
No.
Where is the security? Where is the data security?
Again, being an Indian, you are only seeing where the problems can be. But the way I look at it, worldwide this is being adopted.
What happened in the UK? What happened in the UK? Did the UK use it?
They have not implemented the biometric system.
Why?
Okay, that is the fear of the unknown.
Okay.
But imagine in United States or in Europe, okay, most of the countries, they have got
there they don't use EVMs in the United States.
No, EVMs is a different matter. In fact, EVMs should have biometric smart card, biometric readers, then you will not have bogus voting.
Mr. Radhakrishnan,
I think he is telling UK is not implementing. No, they try to implement. UK Supreme Court went against them, totally. Because the data cannot be given to the custody of the country, custody of the policeman. So they will misuse. And why do you want, fingerprints? I don't understand. Because as early as 1920, there is an act called the Identification of Prisoners Act in our country. So there under the Prisoners Act, you can take fingerprints, but you have to destroy it the moment he is acquitted. You cannot keep the data with you. Even colonial age. This
but what if he is a repeated offender?
Even then, the moment he is acquitted, you have to destroy. This is Identification of Prisoners Act.
It holds the field even today?
Yes, even today.
Okay.
So why do you keep? Why you are interested in my fingerprint?
I think recently there was this in Nungambakam, there was this bank official was murdered, and they suspect that an ex-convict could have done that. Assuming the ex-convict was acquitted, you will not have access to the fingerprints?
That's right. You are right. I am telling. For the purpose of detection of crime, it would be useful. But you cannot treat all the people criminals.
Fair enough, sir. This is not just for the purpose of national security and to, as at least the government believes, to ensure that there's a level playing field, that the real beneficiaries get the benefit of government reforms, government measures, but also to check illegal immigrants.
Yes.
This is at least a purpose given by the government.
Only one purpose, For that, all the people cannot be made criminals. The right to privacy means, right to life. It is inbuilt. Why do you want my fingerprints and my iris? You take away. The rest you take. Now
you only have objection to the fingerprints and iris?
Yes. Only that.
Okay.
Because it is, it is duplication of work.
Okay.
This work is being done under the citizenship, registration of citizens and issue of national identity cards, rules 2003. This work is being done. National population register.
There was a disagreement between the Home Ministry and in fact...
yes, Home Ministry and Finance, they are fighting.
Yes.
Now there is no legal sanction.
That's an important point. Chris Dev, it's not passed by Parliament. There is no legal sanction to take away the private data of citizens.
Yes. No, I very much concur with Mr. Radhakrishnan on his concerns. Not that I am distancing myself from him, but I would like to draw your attention.
You have no problem with your fingerprints and iris being taken?
I have no problems and I feel it should be taken, but there must be a lot of protection. Let me come to example. Now you have got what is called an internet where you have an email ID. Do you know who gives that email ID? There is an agency called ICANN. Okay, which is an international association for names and numbers, which is generating it, and they take all the particulars of the individual, that is the name, their country.
I can see it's so foolproof the system that I can create an ID chrisdev@gmail.com.
Yeah, absolutely. You can create multiple ID, but what I am trying to tell is this agency does not allow duplication of creation of the same ID. If you have created with Chris Dev, I can only do Chris Dev 1 or Chris Dev 5 or 1925, whatever it is. Now, coming to the ID part of it, see, this is an encrypted data which will be available in your own smart card for accessing. It is called a one-to-one matching. Okay, what Mr. Radhakrishnan is referring to is a one-to-n matching where the thief or a culprit has to be caught. Okay, that is where the database is kept. Okay. Now, I gave you the example of a bank locker of ownership and custodianship where your data is available under multiple lock and key. So, only when you put your smart card and your fingerprint, the data can be accessed.
You're saying there are enough safeguards?
There can be enough safeguards built, and it is not necessary it should be under control of the government. It can be under the control of independent public citizen agencies.
Outsourced?
Yes.
Outsourced?
No, not outsourced. What I mean is an independent, like ICANN is not an outsource. ICANN is an international body which is controlling.
Fair
and
enough.
governments, like adopt ICANN.
Okay. Mr. Radhakrishnan, Chris Dev is making out a case that there are sufficient safeguards and a safety net hemmed into this UID scheme. But most of us face this problem. Most of us keep ration cards, although many of us don't use ration cards. We keep ration cards because even today it's like a sign of, it's more than a passport, it's like a proof of citizenship.
Yes.
A proof that you belong to the country, a proof that you also a proof that you were born in this country, and all kinds of things. We are therefore depriving the genuine people who need ration cards, who need items from fair price shops, by keeping these ration cards. Most of us, in fact, allow our domestic help, the maids, to actually use it and take things home. Why can't we then have a proper, like, it's almost like a citizenship card, which is like a one-stop shop, and you have your data encrypted there. If he says there's no problem with security, then
there is already Citizenship Act. There are already rules for preparing the cards, national identity cards. Why do you duplicate? I don't understand. Because crores and crores of rupees you are spending.
Would you want to answer that? Yeah, why?
No,
this is public expenditure.
Yeah.
First of all, you have not got it, the representatives of the people, the parliament, you have not got it approved by parliament. You have gone ahead and done this. Public money is being spent. Absolutely. Have you done a cost-benefit analysis?
No.
Have you done a cost-benefit analysis for this? Have you done a cost-benefit analysis?
The government has not done.
Okay.
The government has not. That is what I am trying to tell you.
Government is the one who is implementing this. Government has not done it. Who will do it then?
Now I will explain to you. See, we are all having I should say a paranoia of this whole situation.
No, we are.
Okay.
I am.
Now,
if you think
we are
it's my tax, it's as a taxpayer, it's my money, it's Mr. Radhakrishnan's money, it's your money.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's not paranoia, it is concern.
No.
We have a right to be concerned about how the money is spent.
You are silent when crores of your money is being diverted.
We are not silent when there are corruption scandals. 2G spectrum. 2G spectrum, we've got a case also against us for that, for reporting that. No, that's.
Now, everybody has been a silent spectator for so many decades. I have a newspaper item of today's which says that like fake currency is coming into India, and for the last 10 years it has been coming in. Okay, and today NIA has caught 10 people, but I'm sure this is only a tip of the iceberg. The iceberg is, we had read in the paper that 1,75,000 crores of rupees is already pumped in, and after that I don't know how much more currency. These are all 1,000 rupee and 500 rupee currency.
So how will UID prevent this?
If we demonetize currency and instead introduce a system of biometric smart card as a debit card linked to a bank account, every transaction can be tracked. Then we will not have people sending money to foreign tax havens and then bringing them back.
Money laundering, okay.
This will be totally plugged. Okay, and this will protect the rights of the common man, the poorest of the poor, who does not have money for a meal a day.
Poorest of the poor. Let me.
I want to quote the middle class and upper middle class.
I want to quote Section 33 of the draft bill. It empowers the NIDAI to disclose personal data on an order from the court in the case of national security or orders of a joint secretary. Now, the IT Act, the Telegraph Act, says that this can be done, for instance, only on the written orders of the Union Home Secretary. There itself, there is a contradiction and a violation of the citizens' right to privacy.
Absolutely. Those, they are all, like aberrations in the system which can be corrected.
Aberrations in the system?
Aberrations in the system.
You are dismissing it as trivia.
No, it is not. I will tell you one more this thing which has come today.
How many aberrations are there?
No, just today's paper where they have said that the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation through the National Sample Survey Office is requesting the citizens to support them with the data on education, on employment, on health and various factors. Okay, do you think that the data that the government has is authentic?
No,
or is verifiable or genuine?
In my voter ID card initially, my name sounded like the dish at Sarvana Bhavan.
Yes.
Sanjay Pinto became Bindo Bonda. I don't know what was the thing.
Okay.
So that is the kind of manner of enumeration.
But with a unique ID, it cannot happen. And I'm saying, it is not necessary that you should make it as a 12-digit ID and make it known to